A cannibal's least favorite body part is the nose. It smells better than it tastes. Did you hear about the cannibal who only ate circus folk? Apparently, he was a carnivore. A cannibal's favorite meal is a well seasoned veteran. I asked the cannibal where the best place to eat is. They said the hospital because they have the best delivery. Bird flu? Is that like thrush? I thought a herpetologist was a herpes doctor. I thought the Naval Academy is where you sell your buddy buttons. The other day I thought to myself, I don't have a hip bone in my body. Then I remember I had two. So I got that going for me. With the amount of times I've soiled myself, I'm surprised I don't have a garden growing out of my ass. After years practicing medicine, my family physician finally has his own practice. It only took some patience. I hate going to the dentist. It's like pulling teeth. Do you know what dentists and comedians have in common? They both do impressions. If a dog goes to church, is it a service dog? If a dog is in a field, is it a prairie dog? Lassie's favorite vegetable was cauliflower. A dog on a submarine is a subwoofer. I played golf on a submarine once. It was subpar. I want to own a Labrador Retriever and name it Meth, so when it obeys commands, I can say, "Who's a good little meth lab?" I had a dog once. I Shih Tzu not. Why did the bull go to the barber? To get rid of its colic. What do you call a raging and charging bull? Unstoppable. If two cows are mad at each other, do they have beef? If a cow is really happy, is it over the moon? A cow's fart is derriere. What do you call a masturbating cow? Beef stroganoff. A cow in a smoking jacket is Hugh Hefner. Hugh Heifer. If you put a belt on a seat, is it a seat belt? If you place a table by a pool, is it a pool table? If a stick is in your yard, is it a yardstick? If you wear moccasins in the water, are they water moccasins? Out of Sasquatch and Yetis, I prefer Yetis. They're the cooler of the two. I just want to eat spaghetti with a Yeti in the Serengeti. You know how a Yeti plays guitar? With an ice pick. A pirate stepped out of his front door and exclaimed, "Yard!" I thought a subdivision was when you cut a sandwich in half. I'm surprised subs aren't completely soggy. When I think of subs, I think of submarine sandwiches. Then I think submarine, which leads me to wet sandwiches and also sandwich water, which sounds completely disgusting. But then again, we have grilled cheese and tomato soup, French dips, and their consommé cousin, the bira. But then you start asking stuff like, is a taco a sandwich or is a hot dog a sandwich? I think as long as there is a filling between the bread, it counts. Cookie sandwiches by the count for Cookie Monster? Now we're getting somewhere. Alligators in church are congregators. An alligator that practices law is a litigator. You know what animal is really good at keeping time? A crocodile. Turtles and snails were their original backpack carriers. I don't understand. A turtle is born out of its shell only to live in a shell. Why even be born, turtle? You ever been stared down by a squirrel? You know why there are no bridges at schools? Because they're suspended. I am destined to go to Florida. When it comes to Washington, I'm Spokane for. You know why you can't run away from a nut? They'll cash you. The other day I was eating vegetable soup and and I spilled it. There was a leak in my bowl. The other day I saw a bean driving. It was a Pinto. How much does a grandma weigh? 1 gram. If there are junior mints, does that imply that there are senior mints? I met a ditch digger. He spoke with a gravelly tone. Why don't crab cakes have frosting? I like making toast for people. It's my bread and butter. You know why umpires never become vampires? They don't handle the bats. Why are outlaws most wanted and law-abiding citizens aren't? I thought we lived in a society. Rush was the shortest concert I ever attended. What's an artist's favorite fruit? Cranberries. I got a quote from the stock market. Buy low, sell high. You know why you look bigger when you post pictures on social media? It's because of the Instagram. They played a basketball game at the jail the other day. It was pros versus cons. I bought a piece of prime real estate. It's an old Amazon warehouse.